This is the new SLK from Mercedes-Benz. A car that's made for soaking up the sun and scenery as well as tackling the twisties. To do just that, we were invited to Tenerife for the launch of the third generation of Merc's baby roadster.
Just by looking at it, it's more purposeful now.
You can see the SLS cues on the exterior styling as well.
A lot of SL elements, particularly when you view it from the rear. The front end obviously very much SLS.
It's a lot more macho, butch, you know, that long nose.
Very nice with the top down.
It's also got a much better look. It's not a girl's car anymore.
It's got a wider sort of stance now, and a more masculine sort of stance. So it'll probably appeal to a lot more people as well.
It's gotten rid of the sort of like hairdresser's car image.
I always think with the top up, those cars look slightly compromised.
Funnily enough, once you sit in the car, in the Z4, you're always aware of that long nose. In this car, you're not aware of that long nose at all.
Almost a brutish look to it, and it definitely looks better.
This is the way Mercedes-Benz is going to go in terms of their design language.
And we like that direction a lot. Whether the fold-away roof is up or down, the SLK gets us very hot and sweaty with excitement about what future Mercs will look like. Having said that, there's plenty of classic Mercedes sports car DNA in the profile. From the front, that SLS nose is unmistakable, while at the rear, the muscular haunches hint at the new car's athletic nature. With its compact dimensions, the new SLK might give the impression it's cramped inside, but the brains at Benz have come up with a rather ingenious solution.
It has an airy feel to it, which has probably helped as well with the new roof that they do have on the cars.
It's basically an on-off system, but it's hell of an impressive. I mean, it does what it's supposed to do. It's nice to be able to have the roof up and still have the ability to look up and see the clear sky. Touch of a button and it goes a dark blue and keeps everything out.
The Magic Sky control panel adds to Merc's innovative Vario roof design. Made of an electrochromatic glass panel, you can control whether you want it tinted or clear with the touch of a button. Keen eyes will recognize the jet engine-inspired vents from the gull wing, although the center console is probably more akin to CLC than SLS. New SLK also boasts a color display in the center of the dash to show off various menus and the sat-nav system. While the multifunction steering wheel with its flat bottom section tempts you to start up and head for the hills.
I was impressed with the 200.
Quite impressed at how much punch it had.
For a small little turbocharged engine, I mean, it really delivers the goods.
It was a lot more powerful than I expected.
Well, if you found yourself in the wrong gear, for such a small displacement engine, I was amazed at how much torque there was, even before the turbo really started working.
The baby of the bunch develops 135 kilowatts from its all-new four-cylinder engine. The lump in the V6 is also new and packs 225 kilowatts, courtesy of direct injection.
The SLK, really a little bullet actually, with the V6 up front. It's a totally new V6 with a stratified ignition and direct injection.
Then the 350, I mean, for me, I've always loved the engine. Now it's slightly more powerful.
But a roadster is about more than just straight-line speed. It also needs to know its way around some Spanish curves, and here the new SLK truly comes into its own.
I think it's a much improved package. It seemed to me to be dynamically better. It seemed tauter.
The steering again and the nose of the car, pointing the car into bends, turns. You know, it's really sharp.
The car feels planted, and that's what impressed me about it.
The grip is fantastic. It's not quite as enormous as on the Z4, but the Z4's actually got too much grip. You can't get the tail out, so you can't get the fun.
Going through those mountain passes, you can really feel what's going on underneath you.
It's a huge improvement from the previous car. Having thrown it around corners a bit, the car does seem to stick to the chosen line.
The gearbox shift pattern seemed to be more sorted, and it felt like a more punchy package than I remember the 350 before.
This gearbox is now called 7 G-Tronic Plus, and the plus is because of the new torque converter, and the gearbox will hold the gear for longer.
The gearbox is good. I mean, you've got much more control. If you want to drive it in a sporty way, you have to go with the paddles.
It seems to be lacking a bit where you have to sort of use the pedals just to get the car going again.
And it could be a little tighter. I mean, on the upshift and downshift, it could just a little sharper would help. But I mean, it's not far off.
Indeed, not far off from our shores either. The new SLK will hit SA showrooms around August. We recommend you pass up on a few hair appointments and start saving now.